I'm back. That was my bad. Moving too quick. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because the way these haters be watching me, bitch, the way these haters be watching me, you'd rather be safe than sorry. Rather be safe than sorry because they would love, you hear me? They would love to catch a bitch. They would love to get me flagged up on here. They would love it. They would love it. So any little thing, we gonna delete it because we know how these haters are. There it is at zero point 0.5 seconds. She posted it. You see it? You see it? You see it? I'm gonna take a screenshot and send it to YouTube. Yeah, we're gonna get her. We finally got her. Zoom in at 0.05 seconds. Yeah, you see? It's a little nugget. We got her. Yeah, we got her. You like them? Yeah, I thought of you, goddess, when I bought them. Yeah, I showed the bag. I'm by mistake. It was real quick, but I just, the way they be on me. Yeah, 0.5 seconds. We got her. We finally got her. Nope. Try again. Oh, try again. Hold. Thanks, bird girl. Try again. Hold. We back. Yeah. We finally got her. 0.35 seconds. You see it? Zoom in. She posted it. Got her. Thank you, Melissa, for becoming a member. You said, I'm so happy for you. Yeah, right. Because they'll try. They'll try to take you out. Hmm. They be trying to report my bathing suits and stuff. You can't do nothing with that. YouTube don't care about that. There's other stuff going on in the world, and you mad about me wearing a bathing suit? Why are you so triggered? No, like for real. Like why are you so triggered that I'm wearing a bathing suit? Why does that bother you so much? See, people don't want to go, oh wow, Trey just gifted somebody a membership. Look at that. The gift that keeps on giving. Somebody gifted Trey a membership. Now Trey gifted, what's this person's name? Bella. Bella, you're now a member. Thanks to Trey. Thanks, Trey. Look at that. Look how my soul tribe just keeps giving. That is so sweet. Thanks, Trey. And welcome to the membership, Bella. Yeah. Scorpios create feelings in others that they themselves don't understand. It's sick. Thanks, Trey. Yeah. You mad about a bathing suit? It's other stuff going on in the world. Why don't you go after the women that are being targeted? You know what I mean? Why don't you take that anger and put that into helping save people that go missing and stuff like that? Since you care so much about pro women, right? No, seriously, you put that energy into something where you can help people instead of hating, right or wrong. You got too much hips for them. That's what it is. Because if I was a little skinny girl, y'all wouldn't care. Sometimes people think that, they living in the old days or something. Sometimes some people think like, yeah, you ain't skinny, you shouldn't be happy in a bathing suit. You'd be surprised, because when people have demons attached to them, the way they think is going to be off, is going to be warped. They may think that the way they think is normal. Thank you, Janice, for that super chat. You guys are the best. Thanks, Janice. They have demons attached to them, so they don't even get. You said it's jealousy. Sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's just a sickness. Sometimes it's just something they don't even get that something is wrong with them. You get what I'm saying? They don't even see it. It's just a sickness in the head. You say you're back. Good. Yeah, I'm back. I'm gonna smoke. Yeah, it's a sickness. And they want to act like, the problem is you. I'm over here minding my business. One thing I tell you, you minding your business, and you ain't the problem. Remember that. Remember that. Anytime you can say, Miss Hawaii, I'm minding my business. Trust me. If somebody pick a problem with you and you minding your business, you're not the problem. Remember that. Remember that. Demons don't like that. They don't want you to mind your business. They want you to be problematic like them. Yeah, they want you to have a problem and want to argue. And how dare you want peace? It's the truth. So they gonna fuck with you. Oh yeah. They won't fuck with the other demons like them. They want to fuck with the person that's quiet and minding their business. You shouldn't wear a bikini and do tarot readings. Says who? We got a handbook? I don't know there was a handbook with spirituality. I thought I just supposed to have a relationship with God. There's rules here? There's a tarot reader handbook? No. You just mad. You use your body like that for validation. No, I don't. No, I don't. Validation from who? You must not know me. Because if you think for 1 second that I do anything for it to be validated by somebody, you really or don't know me at all. Thank you, Rochelle. Yeah, I got these from the boutique. I know I love them. I was like, I gotta have these. They also had these grapefruit ones like this. Oh my God, those were hot too. And they had parrot ones like this. They're very creative in that shop. She's very creative, that artist. I really hate these drama queens with the constant pressure. At the end of the day, they're just mad that I'm doing a good job. They're mad that y'all love me. They're mad that I'm still here. I was supposed to have faded out a long time ago. It's a lot of people you see on YouTube. You don't see them no more. Some people don't last. Some people they'll do well on YouTube and that's it. And you don't see them no more. For you to say, you know what I mean? Relevant. You said how people can be like that because they're miserable and unhappy. See, the misery demon, that's one of the worst demons when somebody's miserable because that misery demon, it rubs off in other areas of their life. When you have that misery demon, it rubs off in different areas of your life. Hey, Tiffany, it rubs off in different areas of your life. It can make you abusive. It can make you, you know, um, angry. That's why a lot of people who are angry, they have anger problems and stuff like that. They're miserable. They're unhappy, and they cannot channel that anger, that unhappiness. They can't do anything with it, so it turns into anger. You didn't know that? A lot of people. You ever meet somebody who's real mean, just mean for no reason? That's usually somebody that's unhappy. They hate their life. Something is going on in their life where they're just really unhappy, and that's how they channel that unhappiness with being mean. That's right, God is here. And people can still be so cruel to us for no reason. Of course. You can see their anger. It's written all over their face, wrinkles and shit. Right, Trey. Of course. You look amazing. Love your personality. Thank you. Love you. Yeah, you got somebody on your job, they just mean to you for no reason. You said, I dealt with somebody like that yesterday, Miss Hawaii. Yeah, and you're never going to please them. There's nothing you can do. You can give them millions of dollars. You can give them happiness, you can give them joy, you can hug them, you can be sweet, you can be so kind to them, and they will still be mean. Because money don't guarantee happiness. That's what some people think. Oh, if I just get this and I get that, I'm gonna be happy. No, you can still be miserable. It's a lot of people with money that's miserable because that's not where true happiness. True happiness, you can't buy that. That's a gift from God. True happiness from within, can't buy that. You can't fake that either. Can't. Whenever you see somebody and they are truly, really happy, I'm talking about real, pure happiness, joy, that is from God. And you better believe that's a good person because God is blessing them and giving them something that a lot of people don't ever get to experience. Some people, they live their whole life and they've never known true happiness. And that's sad. That's sad. But it's because they didn't want to do the work or they didn't want to, be a better person or they didn't want to just live their truth. Yeah, sad. It's commendable to be on a platform that long despite all the haters. You got to stay strong. Yeah, that's why I said a lot of people I've seen, like it's some people from years ago. It'd be like when I first started YouTube or after that, they was popping on YouTube. I don't see them no more. Or they views go down. People not watching them. People not watching them no more. You got to remember, people get bored easily. Somebody could like you one day, the next day they don't even look at you no more. That's the world we live in. Oh, thank you. Live in a gated community, and I don't know if she could be so mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't have nothing to do with money. Some of the meanest people got money. Like the way I'm not gonna lie, like the way that lady was talking in the store, you get she was just talking to the lady like she was like, a servant. You know what I mean? I don't talk to people like that. Like I treat everybody with respect. You know what I mean? I don't care what position you got. But the lady, I'm talking about the white lady in the boutique that was like, take this, take that. Like, I don't know. She just had like a real, she's stuck up. She's stuck up. Yeah. She got money and she figured I got, some people think they got money and fuck you. That's how they think. But it's not of God. Cannot be that way. Just as quick as, you got that can be taken away from you. Something bit me on my side last night. Yeah. She was just like, just talking like she was just a servant. That's how she was talking to her. Like she was a servant. I don't like that. That's why we respect people. That's why you see the lady, she came, she said, yeah, Sherry said to tell you hello. That's the manager. Yeah, they know I'm nice. I've been nice to them. Even the lady in the spa wasn't feeling. I didn't make a big scene about that. I just kept it low key. Just switch my masseuse. I don't gotta make a scene and all that and shit, for what? No, it's okay. Maybe, maybe she didn't mean no harm. Maybe she didn't. But she's just not my cup of tea, and that's okay. Just fill your calendar with other activities, then you don't hang out as much. Stop answering a phone call, or you can just stop talking with toxic friends. Yeah. You said I switched my hair colorist. Why you switched your hair colorist? You picked up bad vibes? Yeah, you gotta do that. Because it makes a difference. Because I know that girl in Charlotte, I wasn't feeling her, that nail tech. I just always picked up some type of jealousy from her. Like she will always make comments because she got married young, she got kids and all of that. when you do that, you sacrifice a portion of your life. You can't move how you want to move being married and having kids at a young age. You can't do you don't have freedom to do certain things. So she would always kind of just, I could tell she kind of felt some way about my life because, I'm free. I don't have no husband. I don't have no kids. I can just do what I want to do. And she, it was just bad vibes from her. My nails were not like growing with her. Like when I got with the girl that I go to out there in LA, like my nails started growing like they never have grown before. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's important who you let touch your body because you saying a hair colorist, yeah, if he don't like you, you don't want him digging in your head, making your hair fall out. Hold on, let me turn the camera this way because I gotta roll this. Yeah, making your hair fall out and all of that, and he don't even like you. No, can't do that. Can't do that. So you did the right thing by switching your colorist. You must have felt something, you know what I mean? And you got to go with that, especially your hair. Your hair, you can't just be letting anybody dig in your head. Mm-mm, no, that's your crown. I know I'm very picky. That's why sometimes I won't even get my hair done because I don't even feel like having nobody, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I love getting my hair done. I love it, but I'm just mean like sometimes I'm like, okay, like I need to space it out. Like I can't be getting my hair done every week. I can't do that. I can't have nobody digging in my head like that. I have to rest my shit. I have to, you know what I mean? Like, you see some of them celebrities, they got a different hairstyle every week. I can't do that. I can't do that. Hold on, y'all. I'm almost done. I can't. I'll throw a wig on my head or something. I can't do that because it's a lot of energy. Just going to the salon, you know. Yeah. Yeah, throw on a wig and go. That's right, strategic. Because sometimes it's like it's a lot, especially like because I wanted to get my hair braided again before I came out here, and I was like, I just don't want to go to that salon like and be around them people. So I've been wanting to get extensions. Yeah, I get it. I just ain't want to, and then it's like I had just went through that. You know what I mean with this hairstyle. I'm just like, I was like, fuck it. I'm just keep my hair like this. Have you the story about Gabby Gonzalez? What she tried to do with her kid. No, who is that, Love Bug? Who's Gabrielle Gonzalez? What happened with her? Your hair looks fabulous. Thanks, Duke. Yeah, I just wet it and threw it up. But just sometimes I just don't want to be around a bunch of people. You know what I mean? You heard about Taylor Swift getting married at Madison Square Garden? We'll see how long that lasts. She's a hot mess. She need to get that's another one. You need to let your coochie breathe, man. You went from man to man to man to man. That's a red flag. And that's for all y'all watching too. Whenever you see somebody, a man or a woman, and they done been from partner to partner to partner to partner, something is off. You don't ever let your pussy air out. Like your pussy just all it just knows is dick. All its life. Married at Madison Square Garden. She's such a phony. Who does that? Who gets married at Madison Square Garden? Like that's somebody dying for attention. Who gets married at Madison Square Garden? People normally do weddings somewhere private. You know what I mean? A beach or something, a church. You're going to go to an arena. She's so desperate for attention. Why? She's a witch. It's not going to last, her and him. It's not going to last. They're both using each other. They ain't going to last. You said it's given 2 days. Oh, it's going for 2 days. Too desperate for attention. Just always want to, like, why? And trying to make that girl, that other girl jealous, his ex. Nobody don't care with his little dick. Nobody don't want that. I heard he got a little one. You doing all of that? Y'all both with him for his name. Come on. She's making a movie. Oh my God. About the wedding. Oh my God. She's desperate for attention, man. Thirsty. Thirsty. I'm sorry. I don't care if y'all are Swifty. I don't care. Y'all know that's thirst. That's ridiculous. Come on, man. Who gets married at Madison Square Garden? That is just, everybody, please look at me. So was she gonna sell tickets to the wedding? Something bit my arm up last night. Was she gonna sell tickets to the wedding? That's all for attention. That's all for attention. Hell no, exactly, goddess. She said, I'll never sell my love to the masses. Too sacred. Right. I'm a Swifty, but I ain't mad. But you know something off with that. You want to be talked about. Why? You got all that of fame and attention. You're Taylor Swift. They ain't gonna last. It's a joke right there. Gabby Gonzalez and dad try pay hitman get father of kid. Who are you talking about? A hitman? These people be doing some crazy stuff, man. I watched the I gotta switch my earphone. I watched something the other night. What did I watch? It's about some girl in Philly. She was dating some dude. Guess he was a big time D dealer, you know what I mean? And he had to go to jail for kidnapping somebody. I'm like, oh, she knew how to pick a winner. And he had to put all his money in her name or something. So that way they wouldn't, I guess, take it from him. So he put stupid. He put all his money in her name. Mm-mm. Can't do that. Where your mama at? Mama probably said, I ain't doing that. That's probably why he probably ain't had nobody that was like, he gonna pick a girlfriend. You crazy. He picked her to do it. And of course, she breaks up with him while he's in prison. Of course. And she start flaunting his shit because she basically got, legally she had access to his money and his shit. So she start flaunting. She start buying all these designer bags and all these vacations and starting a business, just throwing it in his face that he was just she took his money. She OD. See, that's why you can't do evil. You gonna get evil back. Can't do evil. People really think they could just do like you can just do whatever. You can't, even though I'm sure he was evil, how he got that money was evil. You can't now you took his money and you're gonna flaunt it online, all these plastic surgeries and everything. And he was threatening her. He told her, he said, you ain't gonna make it out of Philly. Da da da. Only reason why you still alive is because you got a son and all of that. Yeah, because I mean you can't blame him. Like that would infuriate me. You in prison, you trusted somebody, you gave them your shit. They break up with you and then they start spending your shit. They flaunt it online. They got a new nigga. They on there and they rub it. What? I'm gonna be in jail, fucking on fire. I'm gonna be on fire. You opening business and shit with my money? Yeah. So guess what? When he got out, what you think he did? What you think he did when he got out? First place he went. Got her right in the barbershop. Bow, bow. Got her right there in the barbershop. Yeah, he got her right in front of her son. They still ain't caught him. Because people in Philly probably they protected him because they feel like, because people even in the comments was like, she got what she deserved. I said, yo, this is a cold world. People was in the comments like, oh, she got what she deserved. I don't feel sorry for her. Now, I'm not going to say she deserved to be unalive, but you can't be doing stuff like that. She's an influencer. Yep, she is. She was. Cute girl. You can't be doing stuff like that. You just out here, you took somebody's money and you flaunting it and you opening businesses and shit. Come on. She probably ain't think he was going to do that. But I don't know why, because you knew he was about that life. You was dating him. You knew he was about that life. She gone. Yeah, happened in Philly. I was like, wow, good looking guy. They were good. They both were cute. And they say he's still at large. Can't do stuff like that. Can't you know, people really feel like they can do evil and evil gonna get you. Mosquitoes tore me up. Evil gonna get you. You do evil, it's coming back. And it could cost you your life. Because the thing about it is when you do certain things like that, you're no longer under God's protection. When when you stay being a good person and doing good things, you have God's protection, which you need in this world. This world is crazy. If you in this world and you don't have God's protection, anything could take you out. You could just be walking and get struck by lightning or something. You have no protection. Anything could happen to you. Anything. You could lose your life at any moment. Your health, all of that. You don't have God's protection. That's why you can't be out here just doing anything. I don't antagonize men. I just mind my own business when it's over. I don't see the point, waste the energy. Yeah. She should have just gave that man back his money. But that's the thing. Like, money be making people do you see a different side of people when money gets involved. You really do. You can't. I don't know. It's a very tragic story. Her son had to live and see that. He didn't even care about her son being right there. Her son has to live with that for the rest of his life, seeing his mother be unalive like that in front of him in the barbershop. All them other people in the barbershop had to witness that. That's horrific. But these stories be crazy and they getting crazier and crazier. Because these people's demons, the demons are getting worse. Every time I went to work, I was so upset. And when I got home, I was chill. It was like I was sensing the bad energy there. Oh yeah, that'll do that. That'll do that. That'll do that. I had a job like that too. Whenever I was there, I was cranky. Because demons, they can transfer to you. That's why you have to be careful who you are around. Somebody could have an anger demon that could rub off on you. Yeah, somebody could have, yeah, a lustful demon and that could rub off on you. Yeah, demons this is energy. You can absorb that. That's why you got to be careful who you hang out with, who you around, who you sleep with. You can sleep with somebody and whatever demons they have, it can affect you. That's why you see some women, they start dealing with a man and their body get all fucked up because all them demons is getting inside your body now. Energy transfer. That's right, goddess. Protect your energy. That's right, Trey. Taylor is a Sag. Most fire signs want attention, some shape or from. I just feel like she's a phony. She's a phony. That's just too much. This is just too much. You fucking getting married at Madison Square Garden. That's insane. sure my butt cheek ain't out. That bed looks super comfy. Yeah, it is. My mom is a Sagittarius. Yeah, I love. You said what's not phony is that bed. It look comfy. Both of y'all said that. It's comfy. I'd be knocked out. And you could put the blinds down so you can block out the light. But I like looking at the beach and everything. Y'all ready to go outside? Remember Kim and Kanye? They are divorced now. Expensive wedding. That was for attention too. They didn't get together for love. They got together for attention. Kanye is just as crazy as a bed bug. He don't know what's going on, but he do, but he don't at the same time. Kanye ain't been the same since his mother passed. He has witchcraft on him. You said I love expensive weddings. The photos are fun. I mean, yeah, you do what you want to do. If you want to have expensive wedding, you gotta do. You know what I mean? Whatever. You live it up. But I just feel like some people, if you're doing all of that for attention, then maybe you need to just kind of question why you're getting married. You get what I'm saying? Because that's not what marriage is supposed to be about. No photos and being going viral and all that. That's not what marriage is for. That's not what God made marriage. God made marriage for two people that really love each other, that are committing and taking a vow with God through their union. It's not about no damn wedding photos. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be over 100 degrees today. Yeah, I heard it's like a heat wave going on. You said it. I feel for Kanye. I pray for him. Yeah, yeah. He's a mess. It's a witchcraft. And that girl he with, she like a witch. He got witches all around doing stuff on him. Poor thing. And the daughter looks so sad. That North, she's crying for attention. That girl crying for attention. It's right there. It's all over her face. She got piercings all over her face and stuff, man. They fucked that girl up. It's hard when you a kid and you grow up in that type of life. Because as a kid, you already got a tough life. You know what I mean? Just outside of all of that. But then on top of that, you that famous and you got all them eyes on you. And that's why a lot of kids like that, they grow up and they be fucked up in the head. When they start out being like famous when they're a kid, a lot of them be fucked up. They'll never be the same. Right. It's very sad. Yeah, she's crying for attention. They fucked that girl up. Another one that's crazy too is that Blue with that Jay-Z and Beyonce. That girl crazy. Mark my words. They try to keep that shit under wraps. They fucked her head up. She's very stuck up. You see how she acts? Oh, she's very arrogant. Already a little girl like that. That's another crazy one. They all crazy. You said I say that too. Yeah, that Blue, mark my words. That one right there, that's a nut. And see what they do is they try to keep when they crazy like that, they keep it quiet. They keep it quiet. They try to paint them like they so perfect and everything is so perfect. No, and then trust me, comes out later and you see she's off. And they got her up there trying to dance like she's Beyonce. No. Now stop. Now y'all need to stop. Y'all know that y'all know that's a fucking mess. Now y'all need to stop that. Okay? Now y'all know. They trying to make her the next Beyonce. That's not gonna happen. But people are gonna buy her stuff just because that's her daughter. You got Beyonce stands that will support her just because she is her daughter. But let's face it, no. And why that? Why just let her be her own person? Why does she have to follow in Beyonce's footsteps? Let her be her own person. Maybe she's supposed to be an artist. Maybe she's supposed to be, you get what I'm saying? Money. That's why money. Money. That's what I said. Exactly. Duke said Blue might not even want to be an entertainer. That's what I said. You said, I'm just wondering if she can even sing. It's money. Because people are so stupid. They will buy the album, whether she's talented or not, just because she came out of Beyonce's vagina. Apparently. She's off. They just let it go. They just let it rock. It's sad. This world is fake. Why you be careful who you give your money to? You giving your money to demons and stuff. Yeah, you be careful with that. Hmm. Doing blood sacrifices and stuff like that. I don't fuck with that. All of these celeb kids modeling. Money. That's it. Pass the money down. That's what they want to do. And I get that. You want to keep the money in the family, but it's like, I don't know. The Kardashians and Jenners are a hot mess. You think so? Look, I don't know. It's a lot going on with them. What y'all think? Who else looks obnoxious as Gwyneth Paltrow's daughter, Apple? She does. I always like Gwyneth Paltrow, but see, the thing is like with some of these people, like you don't really know who they are. You know what I mean? Like they give off an image because they want your money, they want your attention, they want your follow, they want you to buy, support their products. But behind the scenes, you don't really know who some of these people really are. They put up a front because they want you to like them so they can get your money and your support and your energy. So that's why you got to be careful and you got to really use your intuition because 9 times out of 10, what they're showing you is not who they really are. Like I heard J Lo is a bitch. Yeah, I heard she's one of the worst people to work with. That cat is cute. I heard she one of the worst people to work with, J Lo. They said she's mean. She treat her staff like garbage. Y'all see Kylie Jenner? She being sued by that maid that she had, saying she was abusing that maid and all of that. Yeah, they be treating people bad. Chris Brown, he just the maid got won the money. His dog mauled her to death. Well, mauled her up, and she sued and got the millions. Yeah, that's traumatic. Your dog gonna come and eat me and bite me up and all of that. Yeah, you're gonna pay. And people were still defending him through that. You see how sick they are? Why did it even get to that? Like you can tell if somebody is a good person by the way they move. Like if I have somebody that worked for me and my dog mauled you up like that and bitch, it shouldn't even have to make it to court. Like out of my heart, I'm gonna pay you. Like you went through that. Why do I have to even go through all of this and go through court? Why are you even making that person do all of that? They got bitten up, attacked by a dog. Like that's traumatic. They went through enough. Like you know you're wrong. You said became a diva after leaving our hometown. Who, J Lo? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We know all the surgery you did. People trying to say, oh, her body is natural. Cap. Come on, man. J Lo been getting surgery for years. Y'all gotta realize that sometimes people do work and they don't want it to look like they had work done because they want you to think that their body is natural because they're phony. Like, like who cares? Yeah, they want the surgeon to do work on them, but they want it to look like they didn't have work done. Who cares? Because they want you to say, "Oh, look how natural she is, and she didn't have to go under the knife, and she's just naturally got it." And oh man, it's bullshit. Meg The Stallion too. Of course, she had work done. They never gonna say that. That's fake. Cause me, I keep it real. I be like, hell yeah, yeah, I had lipo. Hell yeah, I did this. I don't get what's the problem with just being honest because they care about what people think. They care about what people are going to say. Yeah. They care about people's opinions. Why? You want surgery, go do it. People gonna have good and bad opinions about you always. At the end of the day, do what you want to do. You cannot please everybody. It's always gonna be somebody that don't like what you did, no matter what. You can have no surgery, and it's gonna be somebody out there that gonna not like that. You get what I'm saying? Contouring my ass. You said Blake Lively. Yeah, she had a nose. Yeah, she had work done. Look at her face, how it used to look. Come on, and that's okay. But just be real about it. J Lo stories when she was with Diddy, they said she was evil. Yeah, I heard J Lo is mean. I mean, I don't know personally. This is what I'm reading online. Like everybody can't be lying. She know better. Came from the fucking gutter of the Bronx, and you gonna come out and trying to act like you better than people? Anybody that date Diddy, I don't trust them because we see what Diddy was about. We see what Diddy is about. Anybody that date Diddy, I don't trust them. No, because you knew what he was about and you still was fucking with him. No. Mm-mm. Them some nasty hoes. So they all like getting pissed on and shit. Exactly, Duke. Duke said when multiple people say the same thing over and over, it's usually the truth. It is. Especially people who actually know you. Because people that don't know you, they can make up stuff because they don't know you, they lying. But people that actually know you that have been under, you know what I mean? Been around you, nah. Did he give us Scorpios a bad name? We don't claim him. No, hell no, we don't. I don't claim no Diddy. I always knew something was up with him. I never liked him, never bought his music. Yeah, no. Yeah, I never was no big Diddy fan either. I think always thought he had something to do with Tupac and Biggie being not being taken out. Isn't that something? Imagine that. Imagine he started the beef between them to take them both out. Isn't that something? That's what the devil does. I can't believe Diddy have the same sun and moon like me. Oh, he do? What's his moon sign? I know he's a Scorpio. I don't know his moon sign though. I know he's a hot fucking mess with that baby dick. You said, damn. Yeah. That's why y'all just be careful. Just pray to God about people. Even me. Pray to God about everybody you support. God, show me the true colors of this person. Should I support this person? Da da da. Da. God will show you. I like Biggie. That's why Mace left Diddy's label. You see, he turned to God. Yes, he did. He's a pastor now. I think that Faith Evans singing Missing You after Big he passed away is really something. Yeah. It's almost unbelievable, all this mess. I know, that's the world we live in. I had to fix my subscription. Daughter used my card to purchase Fortnite. Oh, uh-uh. Not Fortnite. Y'all ready to go smoke outside? On my last day, I thought I was close with people, but they barely anyone said bye to me. Oh, that's happened to me too, Bird Girl. Yeah, you learn a lot when you leave a job. Who reaches out, who cares. That's happened to me so many times. And like you said, you really see the truth when you leave. Because some people be happy you left. Yeah, them jobs taught me a lot. Because every job I had to deal with demons. Every job. It was demons, it was karmics, every job. People I thought was my friends, people turned on me. Yeah, lied on me. You learn a lot on them jobs, and you have a lot of demons on jobs and karmics. Because first of all, you got to remember, you coming into a job, you're the light. Anybody dark already not gonna like you. Soon as you walk through that door, I done had jobs where nobody liked me. I ain't do nothing. This is your true calling, Miss Hawaii. Oh, thanks, Duke. You ain't got to do nothing. You come in happy, come in on time, do your job. Yeah. I feel like life paths 11 get treated badly. Yeah. It's people that are chosen ones, period. The demons see that you were, the demons see you here for a positive reason. You here to bring light into the world. They don't like that. They want darkness. So you are light coming into a job where it's a bunch of demons. They're not gonna like you. They're gonna attack you. That's a good thing. People not supposed to like you. You don't want most people liking you out in this world. If that anybody that a lot of people like them, something off with that person. Usually, 9 times out of 10. I don't want everybody to like me. That's a red flag. Because when you're the light, everybody not supposed to like you. I'm not saying everybody's supposed to hate you, but I'm just saying. You said they fake. Yeah, they fake. Yeah, you're right, Jeff. Yeah, they fake. That's why everybody like them. When you see somebody, everybody like, oh, everybody like, I bet you that person 9 times out of 10, that's a phony. People, they love fakes. They love people that's like them. They don't like the real ones. That's why they came against Jesus. Jesus was literally healing people, healing the sick. Literally, you have a man walking on water, healing people. That's somebody you want to be his friend. Okay? You want to hang with him. And people still came against him, making blind people see. And you gonna find a problem with that? You're sick. My new boss smiled all the time. Yeah, they fake. Jeff said, I only got maybe 3 or 4 true friends. And that's a lot. That's a lot, Jeff. Some people don't even have one. So you're blessed. Some people don't even have one. You got 3 or 4. That's a blessing. I feel like it's easier for men than women. I mean, it's hard for men too, but women are so competitive and catty. And when they have them demons, they be vicious. Women, ooh, they be jealous demons and competitive demons. Oh, they still hate. And yeah, making blind people see. How do you have a problem with somebody like that? Lost a friend I thought was true this year because I didn't want to hang. That's not a loss. That's a gain right there. You you found out somebody wasn't your real friend. That's a gain because you don't want nobody around you like that that don't even really like you. That a lot of people have friendships like that. That's right, bird girl. A lot of people have friendships like that. They don't even like each other. Monitoring spirits. They want to be your friend so they can know what's going on in your life. What are you doing? Who are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you working? Yeah, they don't even like you. They just want to know your business so they can curse it, speak negative on you. Yeah, send you negative energy, put stuff in your food. These people are vicious out here. You got to wake up. You got to wake up. This is not a fairy tale world here we living in. This is not we have to face reality. He tearing them drinks up. Wow, he's amazing with that. Negative energy and thoughts. Yeah. They get close to you to try to know your business. Whenever you meet whenever, let me tell you something. When somebody is trying real hard to get in your business, you need to watch out for that person. You ever know somebody like that? I encountered somebody like that recently. She kept trying to get info about my love life. She kept digging and digging and digging. You don't do that with no Scorpio. You don't do that. You don't do that with anybody. But you damn sure don't do that with no fucking Scorpio. Okay? Because you're not going to get the info that you want. I'm not telling you that. You said, what'd you say or do? Cut that bitch off. Just like that. Ain't no say or do. Cut off. You two in my fucking business. You want to know too much. You asking me questions like fucking Dan Rather. This ain't no fucking interview. Why are you so interested to know what's going on with my vagina? It has nothing to do with you. Nothing. Right or wrong. Cut that bitch off. Ain't know what I say or do. Bye. How about that? Because you are fucking acting like Harriet the Spy. This ain't fucking 60 minutes. You asking me too many fucking questions. Why do you need to know that so much about what's going on in my love life? Why? What do you want to know that for? You're too fucking nosy. I'm not up in your shit. No, for real. Somebody keep asking you questions and trying to get info on you. Watch out for that little sly little fucking snake. It's a fox right there. You asking me too many fucking questions. Fuck you want to know all that for? We real friends. Shit just come out naturally. We having a conversation. You know what I mean? You trying to pry. Yeah, that's a rat, right? Harriet the Spy. Yeah. Say fucking 60 minutes. You up in here asking me all these fucking questions. I don't like that. You just gave me big clarity. For real. You pay attention with that. They want to know so they can talk your business, go back, tell it, curse it, block it, send it negative energy. No. Keep asking me, oh, what's going on with you and so and so? When's the last time you talked to so and so? When do you see so and so? How's so and so doing? Damn. You really take an interest in the dick that's going in me. Why? A lot of y'all be snakes and rats in sheep's clothing. Yeah, they do. Because that's how they want to gain your trust. If you saw the snake face and the rat face, they know you wouldn't fuck with them. So they have to come in looking. They can't show you. They can't show you that right off the front. They have to come in. If you think they're an angel and all of that, that's how they can gain your trust. That's why you gotta make sure your intuition's always turned on. Because even when your intuition's always turned on, you're gonna see that immediately. No matter how much they try to hide it and mask it, and they'll get mad too. They'll get mad that you don't let them in. Yeah, they'll get mad that you don't tell them your business. So they can try to block shit for you. That's right. That's why I mostly follow cute cat and dog pages. Right. What do you think about two friends that weren't cool, but through a, hold on, what she said? What do you think about two friends that weren't cool, but through a mutual friend, me? Now they turned on me and they are BFFs now. I was close with them for years and they switched up on me. Neither one of them ever liked you. Neither one of them never liked you. 10:10 on the clock. Angel numbers always come through when we live. Yeah, neither one of them never liked you. I'm a Scorpio and had a friend that was asking too many questions about my love life consistently and the same questions every time. And I got very mad. Yeah, that's a monitoring spirit. They would have considered your feelings to that person. They both fake, right? You can always tell when there are those people who try and tell you why you don't leave and go somewhere or encourage you to go. Yeah, yeah, y'all right. Y'all know. When their ops get together to go against you, you're powerful. That's true. Neither one of them never liked you. They both two crazy bitches. I had this coworker years ago tell me to make friends. I was like, I'm here to work because they want to know your business. That's some of the worst things you can do is become friends with somebody you work with. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that you can't find friends at work. Of course, it's happened. I've met some nice people, but I've also met some demons. They were trying to destiny swap with me. Yeah, it hurt. Of course, it hurt because you're a good person. You have a heart. You had good intentions for them. They didn't have it for you. Of course, that hurts when you find out a demon is a demon. That doesn't feel good. It's somebody you care about and you actually had good, loving intentions towards them. No. I want them to sign me up for that fire pit barbecue tonight. Hold on, y'all. Let me call the front desk. Hold on. My ass is not out, right? Oh. Good morning. I wanted to make sure you guys sign me up for that fire pit barbecue tonight. Let's do it for 8. Thank you so much. Perfect. Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah, they got a fire pit barbecue going on tonight. Yeah, I had to sign up for that. I'm happy I remembered. Yeah, I want to do that. It's like none of your business to those people. Right. You said it's cookout season. I know. I was cool with this lady that I was asked for advice from time to time. I met this guy and asked the lady if she knew him. She told me she didn't really know him after I started dating him. Wow. Are you going to go live from the fire pit? I might. Y'all want me to? I want me some aki and saltfish with boiled dumplings and sweet potatoes for breakfast. Ooh, they got that out here. I found out he was dating her daughter. See, that was dirty. You said such a Scorpio thing. Oh, yeah. That was dirty. That was dirty. That's how they do. You know, you got some women, they think that's funny. They're so sick that they want the dick that's in you because that make them feel like, they're, they have some type of, connection with you if they can, do the same man that you do. Sick. She knew that her daughter was dating. That's messed up. Why not keep that real? You said I was so upset. Yeah. We got to learn from these experiences though. We have to learn from these experiences. We have to learn from these experiences and we have to move forward and we have to grow and evolve. Women are more toxic than men. Now, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Mr. Collins. I'm gonna say it's there's toxic men and there's toxic women. I don't think there's a more. I don't think there's a more. I feel like it's equal. Now we're not gonna say that because we know there's some toxic men out here. Now let's not lie. Let's not lie. I'm gonna say it's even. What y'all think? That's a cool tattoo. You said that's very true. Yeah. Don't even try, Mr. Collins. Don't even try, Mr. Collins, because you know we got both. This, demons don't care, about gender. They jump on whoever. They men, women, black, white, Asian, Indian, Hispanic, all of that. Why I had to put my AC on? It's a sauna in my apartment. Yeah, it's hot. I agree with you because your readings have been 100% accurate lately. Well, thank you, Vonda. Heal, move forward, grow, evolve. Had to type that one out. That's it. That's all you could do. Because you can't keep dwelling in things that people have done to you. You know what I mean? If you keep dwelling, oh, my daddy hurt me. My daddy, after some years, you gotta let that shit go. It's too much life to live. And you know what I mean? Sometimes some people they just hold on to that hurt. And that's not a good way to live. You gotta grow, you gotta heal from it, learn from it, grow, and let that shit go. You gotta let that shit go. We Scorpios are very intuitive and pick up very well on monitoring spirits. We immediately withdraw, but we keep watch on your ass to protect ourselves for sure. You have to. Let's go outside, y'all. Let me put some lotion on my hands because they too fucking dry. Ooh, hope that wasn't my ass. Okay. Yeah. Should I pee again? Mm. Ugh. My whole candle burned out. I was mad. I'm like, next time I got to bring two candles with me. I don't usually bring candles either when I travel, but I like the feeling of it. All right, I'm gonna pee and then we're gonna go outside. I should have waited to put that cream on so I can wash my hands. I don't know why I put the cream on first. That was stupid. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna come back and talk. Oh, oops, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I had to let that out. I'm so sorry, y'all. And I had the earpiece in, so that belch probably was so loud. I'm so sorry. Mm. My bad. Yeah, these demons, they something else, man. But the good thing is y'all catching on. That's why sometimes we feel some type of way when we meet these demons, but it actually works out in your favor. It actually works out in your favor. You said I'm cracking up because I burped right in y'all ear. I'm sorry. That was real loud. You got to go. Bye. Get up out of here. Start that shit with me. Why am I seeing all these bugs? Is it because of the water? Put y'all up here. You got to go, fly. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Ooh, shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Go away to somebody. I feel, I feel like a morning star. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Go away to somebody. That's an old school song right there. You said, let me roll up. Roll out and we bout that. Me and my 20s. We got that. I'm trying to think which way I want to smoke this. Beautiful view. Me and my 20s. We roll out. Hold on, what she said? Hold on, y'all. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Beautiful view. I feel, I feel, I feel like a morning star. Thanks to you, I'm seeing the signs. That's what your last reading said. Bad karma. Oh, yeah, that was a crazy reading. You know, I never know what to expect. Come on, this shit pulling weird, boy. Shit pulling weird, y'all. Excuse me. Excuse me. Whew. Excuse me. Whew. She said, if you so beautiful, go lay in the grass. Hell no, I ain't laying in no grass now. That I won't be doing. But yes, it is beautiful. Yeah, the guy I met yesterday, Andrew, he's nice, but he ain't the one. Like, I'm not entertaining no hoes no more. Like, I just feel like, if you ain't the one, like, I'm not even gonna waste my time. I ain't gonna do it. Hold on, y'all. You said I'm cheesing. Yes. Yeah. Is this one of your favorite island vacations? I believe so, Vonda. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm just not. If you ain't the one, I don't want to deal with it. What that lady looking at? These flies better not fucking start with me. They like coming out after the rain. You seem at peace. Yeah, it's very peaceful here. I like how quiet it is. People be so damaged these days. It's hard to find a true connection with somebody, right? That's why you gotta let God bring it to you. You can't be thirsty. You can't be going out try to find it. You gotta just let God do his thing. And that's when he'll bring the right one to you. When you be thirsty and fiending and oh, I need a man, I need a woman so bad. Oh, oh, me, oh my, oh, I need a man. I need a woman. Oh, oh, help me. Oh God. When you thirsty like that, the devil gonna come in. and get you. Devil studies you, you know. He knows your weaknesses and your strengths. He know. I mean, he know you real codependent and you thirsty and you desperate and you need a man so bad or you need a girl so bad. You one of them people. He gonna send you the right demon. Oh yeah, just in your life to come in and fuck you up, take advantage of you, use you. Yeah, because he knew you was thirsty. He knew you would fall for it. So why not let one of his minions eat off of it? This is true shit right here. Hello, Journey. You said not even tempted today. Yeah, because you're not thirsty. You strong. It's not that serious. And God loves that. Because it's a lot of women and men that they thirsty. That's why I said I respect my cousin. She called off her wedding. That's good. Because there's some women that still would have married that guy after knowing he got his dick sucked by a stripper. They would have still married him. Why? Because of what people think. Because they wanted to be a wife. Because they wanted to take wedding pictures. Because they wanted to post on Instagram. Because they wanted to. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of women who have gone through what my cousin has gone through, and people don't know. And they still married or they still stayed with somebody after being extremely disrespected because they wanted an image. It's very sad. That's why I said I respect her for calling off the wedding. She loved herself to do that. She respects herself because a lot of women would have still married him. We're talking weddings. We're talking about weddings and everything already scheduled and planned. We're talking about invitations sent out, things booked, and everything. Yeah, he's trash. ATV media, he's trash. That's what he is. Deposits paid and all. Yeah, that's embarrassing. You got a man, you got a whole wedding plan. You done booked shit. You got family coming out, all of that, and you find out the person you marrying got head from a stripper weeks before the wedding. You know that's traumatizing. That's traumatizing. Yeah, cousin dodged a bullet. You right, Trey. She did. He trying to sit up there and pray and all of that, trying to act like he holy. You see how fake these people be? He was fucking with that stripper the whole time they was together. I bet you. Beautiful view. I bet you. What's meant for you is meant for you. Anything that's not will be removed. That's it. You said she been knew he wasn't the one. What a waste of time. Yeah, she knew, but you know why? Do you know why? She's so thirsty. You know? Oh, a man actually wants me. Let me stay with this. This is the let me stay with this. Let me stay with this. Oh yeah, they wasn't even together that long. She going around to everybody in the family. Oh, Aunt Edna, dig up great grandma Mercy and let her meet him too. I want everybody to meet him. I got a boyfriend. I got a boyfriend. Call everybody. Yeah, dig up Uncle Ricky. You doing all of that for some ugly, nappy headed, fucking Jamaican face looking nigga? See, the devil got her with that. She was desperate and she got in with a demon. And you bringing him all to the family, introducing him to old Aunt Edna, everybody. And she tried to text me, "Oh, I'm coming to North Carolina. I want you to meet my man." Mind you, my cousin done traveled to North Carolina numerous times. She'll never try to reach out to nobody. That's why I ain't fuck with her. That's why I don't fuck with her. You're a phony. You always come down here. You don't never reach out to nobody. You don't never reach out to the family. People don't even know you here. Only person you go see is your mother, and that's it. Now you got a dick. You want to come and you want a fucking grand entrance like you fucking Princess fucking Diana? Yeah. Dig up great grandma Gertrude. Yeah. For that, that's a disgrace. Yeah, you never hit up nobody in the family to see nobody. You've been coming out here for years. You ain't never hit up nobody. You ain't never reached out. Now you got a man and you want to call everybody, cousin Ricky, everybody you want to reach out to all over fucking North Carolina, fucking people in South Carolina. Yeah, she thought she was marrying the great Duke of Duchess. Yeah, she's lost her mind, man. Fucked in her head. Because my aunt let her be crazy like that. That's what a lot of parents do. They see the crazy in their kids and they let them live like that. And they don't get them the help that they need. And they become an adult and all that crazy really come out. You said the fake should always get exposed. Of course. You acting like you marrying a great Duchess of fucking Rome or some shit. And you got some nappy headed, broke, ugly, monkey faced Jamaican. You got to be out your mind. I just can't believe it. You got a fucking orangutan looking. Yeah. And she want to bring him around for everybody to meet him. I couldn't believe it. She texted me. Oh, I said, I'm going to be in Jamaica. I didn't even say nothing about that. Don't even text me no more. You a fake asshole. You done came out here mad times. I've been living out here for 2 years. You ain't never reached out. As many times you come down here, what? To come down here for what? Eat off grandma? You ain't do shit. No, I'm keeping it real. I start talking when I smoke. Yeah, you ain't do shit, and you wanna hit somebody up out hanging, meet your ugly, nappy headed, broke, monkey face Jamaican fiance. No, nobody don't want to meet him. I'm happy I didn't meet him. I didn't like his monkey face when my mom sent me a picture. And you falling for that? You act like you so fucking the chosen one of God. Yeah, and she's so divine, and God speaks through her, and all of this, and you got conned like that. They really don't hold the children to accountability. Then when they grow up with it becomes collective issue. That's what I'm saying. She needed help. My cousin was bad when we were little. She was horrible. Thanks, wifey. I pray cousin got the greater message, become a good person. I pray so too, goddess. Yeah, they used to buy her gifts on my birthday so she wouldn't cry. Because she would cry when I got gifts on my birthday. Yeah. She would cry and make a scene and everything. We didn't have to go in because these bugs coming out because of this rain. Yeah, she would cry and make a scene on my birthday when I got gifts. So they would buy her stuff literally on my birthday. You said a spoiled brat. Yeah. Yeah, I swear I can't make this up. Y'all saying that's crazy. I know. I know. That's what they did. You think I want to be cool with my family? Yep. I swear, y'all. I swear on my life, I cannot make this up. Yeah. You think I want to be cool with her? That's what they did. Oh, she making drinks look good. Y'all see? Good morning. Turn the lights off. Did you do breakfast? Yeah, I tore that shit up. Good morning. That's how she treated me. That's how they treated me. Yes, sirree. And you think I want to be friends? No. Mm-mm. And she knows she was bad to me because I remember when we got older, she sent me this message on Facebook. She was like, I just want to apologize for everything I did to you when we were kids. Yeah, if somebody send you that, they know they was doing some shit they wasn't supposed to be doing. I went through a lot as a kid. Yeah, and I know a lot of you can relate too. Yeah, I ain't fucking have nobody that fuck with me. I wasn't fucking with my family. I wasn't fucking with the people at school. That's a lot as a kid. I'm making sure nothing flew in here. Cause that's the only thing I hate about when you going in and out. Cause I know something would love to get their ass up in here and get some AC. Yeah, you gonna get AC, all right. Lysol AC. Cause I'ma spray your ass to death. You understand? Yeah, Nia. Family be the biggest op. Right. And it sucks. Even my older cousin, the male, like I look back, with him and I'm like, yo, it was certain situations he should have defended me. Like one night the whole family, we went, he had like this rap competition or whatever that he was in. And one of his friends that I used to like talk to or whatever was there, Cisco. And he kept fucking with me the whole night. And I'm like, he was mad because I wasn't giving him no attention. No, I'm not giving you any attention because you're irrelevant. I was 16. I had a crush on you. You ended up fucking my friend. Like, nah. Well, she wasn't my friend, obviously. Some fat, stinking girl. And I thought about her recently because she destiny swapped with me, but she didn't destiny swap, but she knew how I liked Cisco and all of that before she had even met him. And she went there and boom. He fucked her and never talked to her again. She's some fat, stinking girl. And that made me look at him different. Like, always look at who guys mess with. Like, some guys, you see some girls, if you fuck with a girl look like that, I'm not even talking to you. I'm sorry. Pay attention to who they dated. Like, you dated somebody look like that? Nah, you're not sticking your dick in me. No, no. Stinking, dirty looking girl looking like that? No. And y'all pay attention to that too. Like, nah, fellas too. Nah, you girls show you one of her exes, he was some stinking, dirty looking nigga. Nah, I can't fuck with you. Cause come on. Yeah, that made me see him differently. So now when I saw him at the event, like shit was already clipped. Like when you're a Scorpio and you done, it's over. You're not getting us back ever. Like it's off. Because we've already programmed our mind and our heart to not have feelings for you repeatedly every day. So once we get to the point where we don't have no feelings for you, you're not getting back. Because we already have that wall up. And that wall is like some solid steel shit. It's not gonna happen. That's advice to anybody dealing with Scorpio too. Just know that once it's over, Scorpio don't want you, it's over. You're never gonna get that Scorpio back. And that's how I felt about him. He was a Scorpio too, Puerto Rican dude. And he like all in my face or whatever. I'm like, yo, please leave me alone. Like I said it in a nice way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he thought like he made some fantasy up in his mind where he thought like I was gonna see him at that event and I was gonna be all on him and then we were gonna get back together. Like he created some type of illusion in his mind or something. Because that wasn't happening at all. No, you're a hoe. I don't want that. Trash. I don't want that. So he kept like fucking with me. And my cousin ended up winning that night. He won the rap competition. And fucking like he fucking at the end of it, he fucking grabbed my arm and shit. Like it was aggressive. And I made a scene. I did because what are you doing? You bold. My whole family is here and you gonna try to assault me? Like, wow. Yeah, my cousin ain't do shit. I'm like, I'm supposed to be your sister. You should have been on it. Like, I don't know. I would have reacted differently if that was me with him with a girl. You know what I mean? So even with him, it's like certain times he wasn't there when he should have been. You know, things start clicking once you get on your spiritual healing. Maybe things you buried, maybe things you didn't even know you buried, things that were there that you just didn't even see. As you heal, you go back and you be like, wow, that moment, that person really ain't fuck with me. Yeah. Y'all could do that too. You can think back on things and you probably in that moment, it didn't hit you like that. Like how it hits you when you in the middle of your spiritual healing. You see shit differently. Hangman. You be like, wow, because you're not thinking like that. You're thinking this is your blood, this is your family. They love you because that's how you feel about them. You got that type of loyalty to them. They don't got that shit to you. So you're so good in your heart, you feel like they're matching it. Nah. Clarity. Yep. You said I'm jumping up about this. Right? It's true. You know it's true, goddess. I'm sure you have moments so you think back like, yo, even with lovers, like you think back with certain things they did and you like, yo, this person ain't love me. Like maybe you couldn't see it then, but you think back like, yo, they didn't even do this for me. They weren't there for me. They didn't do that. You start thinking, you be like, wow, that person really ain't even love me. But you don't see it when you in it. Hmm. That's how I discovered my two sisters. It was like three of them, honestly. And I was like, I always go out of my way for them. I love being around them. But no, they don't feel like that about me. See? See, yeah, that's your sister. You know what I mean? You have a sister, you love them. You know what I mean? That's your blood there. Yeah, of course. You want to have that sister bond. You know, it's sacred. That's a beautiful thing. And you come to find out they don't even fuck with you like that. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. Healing will have you angry, peeping all that you went through. After healing, you have to forgive. Otherwise, you still healing. That's right, T Miss. You right. Yeah, because you're right. It'll make you angry. Yeah. It'll make you angry. It could, of course. You think about things people did to you that was wrong. Oh yeah, it make you want to cut up. Yeah, you're a human being. You have feelings. And that's okay. That's a part of the healing process. Let it out. Try it out. It's like having an epiphany. Yep, exactly. That's right, then. We have a responsibility to our higher selves to act on it. Yep. You right. Y'all know. Y'all very smart. You said they got to go, right? I'm currently healing and stuck between grief and anger. I understand, Charlie. It's hard, because sometimes these karmics they do some mean things. You know why? They want to damage you. They want to hit you where it hurt. Because you know why? Because sometimes some people, when they get damaged, they don't come back. And that's what they hoping they can do to you. You got some women, they get their heart broke so bad they never the same. Some men too, they never the same. They just ain't never been the same since Shirley. Shirley did a number on him. Shirley broke his heart. You know what I'm saying? That happens to a lot of people. Remember the lady that told me that does the Reiki? She was doing my massages. She told me that's where most of her clients, they going through a divorce when they come for Reiki, for healing. She said a lot of them, they cannot handle the divorce. I thought that was so sad. Yeah, most of her clients, they when they go to Reiki, they going through a divorce. Yeah, you think you're gonna marry somebody and you're gonna be with somebody forever and you love this person. You found out they stealing from you or they cheating from you and you gotta divorce them and all of that. That's hurtful. That's hurtful. Yeah. Some people never come back from that type of trauma. You have somebody touch on you or something like that. You know what I mean? That's supposed to be a family member. People go through some traumatic stuff. Yeah. And that's not something you just heal in 5 minutes. No, that's shit that take years. That's hurtful. You have somebody beat you up and beat you all in your face that you thought love you. You know what I mean? That's hurtful. Some people are never the same. Yeah, it takes years. People think you just that. No, you don't just go back out there and just no. That's why I said when people jump from person to person, there's something wrong there. You're supposed to take time, at least a year to be single, to learn because you fucked up in that previous relationship, right? You fucked up. Let's face it, you did. You and that person not together. You made a bad decision. We're gonna listen, we're gonna rip the band-aid off. You fucked up. You gave some years of your life to somebody that wasn't the one. Some of y'all even have a child. You fucked up. So now you need to think and sit in the corner for a year at least and think about what you did wrong. What did you do wrong? Put it all on you. I'm not saying that person ain't have nothing to do with it. Of course they did. But let's start with you. Let's start with you. Because people love to say, well, he did this to me. Yeah, and he and that is easy. Okay, I get it. I get it. But let's start with you. What did you do wrong? Where did you go wrong? Let's start with you. They don't want to do that. That's a part of healing. You have to do that. Can't go around that. Can't just everything is the other person. No, you did some shit up in it too. You made some bad decisions. You ignored your intuition. You have to accept that. That hurts. You got to sit with yourself. That's right, Journey. You got to sit with yourself. What did I do? Okay, I saw red flags. I knew about his ex. I ignored it. I knew this. I saw this, and I felt off that night. You got to rewind all that shit back. You said, I love our power talks, right? My mom almost had a miscarriage with all the stress. You see, that's a demon. You can't let nobody do that to you. You can't let anybody try to stress you out to the point that you almost lose your child. Y'all see that dude, that athlete, he going to jail for life. He did that to his girlfriend. They say he unalived her and the baby while she was pregnant or something. He put something in her drink or something. He's sick. He's supposed to go to the NFL or something. One of them teams. He's sick. And the other girlfriends are coming on the trial testifying, saying he was going to do that to them too. A demon. You out here sticking your raw penis in women and you getting mad because they getting pregnant. And now you want to try to unalive them? No, it don't work like that. Put a condom on. You can't get mad because a girl says she want to have your baby. You knew what you did. Child, I fucked up plenty of times. You got to sit, be real with yourself, and be accountable. Yep, you can't process thinking everyone else is the problem. Choose to change. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It is crazy, Cat. I spent years having Reiki to help with my childhood trauma and trauma from my marriage. I chose to be better. That's good. Yeah, that's a choice. That's why I said it was some people. You said no NFL for him, right? Some people, they do come back stronger. The chosen ones come back stronger. That trauma makes you stronger. makes you more fierce. But everybody don't have the strength of a chosen one. That's why some people they never the same again. That's also why some people kind of resort to being like evil. Because a lot of people that are evil or mean, it's just hurt on the inside. They have been, you know, mistreated or, people have been evil to them. So they want to take that evil out. You know what I'm saying? My dad was cheating on my mom when she was pregnant with me. That's horrible, love bug. Turn that pain into power. Scorpio shit. Death and rebirth. That's right, Zay. That's right. Yeah. Hurt people, hurt others. Yep. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I'm not saying an excuse for them, but there's a lot of trauma behind them. And that happens to a lot of people too. They're never the same and it can make them evil. Like you notice like a lot of like the people like the dudes that be doing stuff to like kids or even like people that's like unalivers, like they usually have a traumatic past. Like maybe somebody did that to them or they saw somebody get unalived. Like it's usually some type of serious harsh trauma with them as to why they are the way they are. That's why I said it breaks some people. Some people it's hard to turn your pain into power. Everybody can't do that. It's better to turn the pain into what? Evil. It's easier. Some people mentally break. Yeah. Yep, that's right, T Misses. That's right. Good morning, tribe. Welcome in. Oh, thanks, Goddess. Yeah, y'all hit the like button. Do hurt never having my dad there. You said what your dad was never around, love bug? And that makes me think like yesterday when I was sitting by the beach, this white little boy, he was in the pool. And I'm telling you, he screamed out, Daddy! He was so happy to see his father. His father, I guess his father was coming from the hotel room. And man, he jumped out that pool. And that little white boy, you could tell his father is his superhero. And I say, it's sad because a lot of black men, they didn't grow up with that. They didn't grow up with that. Or even women too. But men, they need their father. Men are different when they have their father in their life. They're different. Even guys that I date that grew up with their fathers and guys that didn't have their father, they're different. They're different. That God made a mother and a father for a reason. They have important roles. You know what I mean? Like, so, but that little boy was so happy. I'm like, yeah, it's sad. A lot of black men, they ain't have that. And that's why a lot of them, they grow up a certain way. Yeah, it makes a difference when you have a strong father figure with a man. They need that. In this world, you need that. Yeah. But that little boy was so happy to see his father. And he said, look who's with us, guys. When they walked over to the family, you could just tell his father is his pride and joy. And I love that. A healthy one, yep. You said my ex is a testament to that. Oh, yeah. Men need their fathers, yeah. You see, I know, and I don't know if any of the other ladies in the comments that date men know, but I feel like there's a difference between when I date guys when they grew up with their father and they didn't. There's a big difference in the way they treat you, they respect. Love you too. Dated a guy, he's 60, I'm 45. After a while, I saw the cracks in him. Like he envied me, got out of that quick. His past trauma came out so clearly, he wanted to control me. Yeah, we can't deal with that. And it's a good thing you peep shit. Literally a huge reason why I want to be a dad. Oh, never felt that from my dad, and I want to give that to my future children. Oh, Zay, you'll be a great dad. My dad chose his other woman and his mistress, oh, and kids, and I had to be a mom and dad to my kids. Oh my God. I didn't know that, Nin. Your dad chose his other woman and mistress, kids. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Nin. Yeah, that's witchcraft. You go and choose somebody over your own flesh and blood? No. Mm-mm. And a lot of men do that. Women do it too. They'll leave their kids behind for a man or for a woman. And who would be with somebody like that? There's no way I could lay up with no man and I know you got kids out there and you're not even going to see them. You ain't talking to them. You ain't checking on them, nothing. As a woman, you trash. She gonna lay up with him then, and she know he got kids somewhere else, and she gonna have him not take. You're a trash bitch. And my mom was telling me about somebody like that. Who was my mom saying? Somebody did that. I think she was saying it was my grandfather with his when he left my grandma, he got with this. I think she did witchcraft on my grandfather. And she got him whatever. My mom said that she kept him away from like my mom and my grandma and my aunt Robin, like basically his kids. Yeah, it was witchcraft. Yep. You said she is into witchcraft. I told you that's what they'll do. And these men, they so stupid, they don't get it. They don't see it, and they just letting them cook their food and all of that. It is. Manifest says it is. Yeah. Ain't no way you gonna leave your flesh and blood for some bitch. You out your damn mind. You got a kid out here in this wicked world and you don't even check on them. See how they doing? You gonna go be laid up with another woman? You are sick. And what woman gonna want to lay with you knowing that she's a dog? She don't have no feelings herself. Trash. And my mom said all of them came out to be crackheads. Curse your family when you do stuff like that. You curse people around you. They all grew up to be crackheads. All of his kids with that woman. Can't do stuff like that. Keep somebody from their kids. You sick. Can't do that. Mm-mm. That's evil. And they'll do that. Women do that all the time. They love it. Men do it too. Yeah, they'll do it. Yeah, because it's about me, me, me. Fuck your kids. That's a demon. Anybody do that to you, you stay away from that person. That is not godly. But they still call themselves single dads. Meanwhile, no call to the kids. Yeah, that's evil. You already got a kid out here in this wicked world. No, people do it all the time. That's why, that's why I always kind of like gave my cousin like a little bit of a pass sometimes when she would fuck with me because I know she ain't never had a father and he completely disowned her. And I know that's hurtful. And I know that's a wound in her. You know what I mean? So, I would let shit slide because it'll be like, she taking out. And that, it's funny I say that. Things be coming to me. It's like, she's doing that shit because, when she was so mean when she was little like that, because of her father. She didn't have her father. That's why a lot of kids be bullies. There be something wrong on the background, something mental with them. They could be going through some type of abuse in the home. A lot of bullies, they have a traumatic life. That's why they bullies. They take that pain out, that hurt out on other people, and they bully people because maybe they seeing a mother get beat on in the home, or you know what I'm saying, or they don't have a mother, or they don't have a father, or anything. Yep, you said excuses do need to stop at grown ages. Yeah, they need to get the help. But everybody don't want to face that and say, I need help. You'd be surprised. A lot of people cannot sit and say, I need help. That sounds simple. They won't. They won't, and that's all areas. They won't, because that to them, that's too vulnerable. Some people don't want to admit that, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all need help. Like, this is a crazy world we live in. Our life is not easy. We all need help in different areas. That's not. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make you weak. Yeah, right, Kat. Yeah, that's what they see it as, weakness, and that's not that. That's not that. Oh, thanks, goddess. All my baby moms keep all my kids away from me. Damn, Tyrone, how many baby mamas you got? How many baby moms you got, Tyrone? Don't project it on the chosen. Exactly. They think it makes them that way. Not getting help is a weakness. That's how they think, Kat. Because they're trained, they were programmed that way, but that's not true. Anybody watching, that's not true. That feels like you may need some help in some area of your life. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We're not perfect people. Your parents got divorced. What happened? Yeah, a lot of people go through divorces. It's tough. The fuck is this shit talking about? Rockaway Beach, that's Queens. Damn. Some people truly don't know the error of their ways. Chosen ones have to deliver the message. It's a hard task. Yeah, goddess. But that's why I'm happy that I have y'all. We family. We love each other. We got each other. I love when you come on like this. You're so sweet and honest. Rare gem, Miss Hawaii. Oh, thanks, Kat. Yeah, I love spending time with y'all. So let me go on and have breakfast with y'all. Hopefully it'll get sunny and we can go down to the beach. That sun was hot yesterday on the beach. I felt like I was in a crock pot. I felt like I was in an oven. I said, whew, bitch, I felt like I was in an oven. That shit was hot. Because one point the clouds wasn't covering the sun and it was beaming right on me. I said, I gotta put this umbrella up. But it felt good though, but it felt hot. Like it felt like I was cooking. Thank you for being so kind. Thank y'all. I love that blush. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for the sun to come out, chill out, relax. Yeah, and enjoy life, right? Enjoy life. I'll have my barbecue tonight. Is it cooler there or hot like our weather? It's hot. Like when I was on that beach yesterday, that shit felt like I was in the oven. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was hot. I was like, damn, this sun ain't no joke over here. It felt good though, but that shit was hot. That's that heat ain't no joke. Anybody who go out with fire, God bless them. Cause that sun, anybody you go out of here, you go out with fire, you get burned up. That's a tough death right there. That's a tough one. You go out like that. That's pain. That's what they said happened to Paul Walker. They said the car was lit up in flames. I said, oh God, he went out bad. He went out bad. That's why I say you got to be careful the type of life you live because that determines how you go. I really think so. Not everybody, but some people that really go out here and they go out like real tragically like that. They was living a crazy life. You got to be careful how you live because it have a lot to do with how you go. It's a cozy, wonderful life. Grenada is given well deserved fruits of labor. I love that, goddess. I love that. It does hit different in the island, but the people there are used to it. I could never get used to the heat. That shit hot. It's hot in the UK too. It seems like it's hot everywhere. They said we got a heat wave. I like this show. I don't even know what this show is, but I want a pina colada. You said enjoy your trip. Yeah, I've been sleeping so good. And I heard the rooster this morning. Cock a doodle doo. You said get a nice cool drink. Yeah, I want a pina colada. It's very hot in Houston. Yeah, everybody's saying it's hot. Heat wave in Europe too. Yeah, heat wave everywhere. Heat is crazy. You said Love Bug said it's hot in Houston too. Florida weather hit different. Yeah, Florida be hot. Girl, when you said not Casper in the reading, I literally felt so connected to someone after they passed. Bizarre. Oh wow, Sammy. That's cool. I know which reading you're talking about. I don't know what this show is about. I think he like restores. I think he like restores restaurants or something. New York is 100 degrees right now. Damn. Yeah, I was watching Mr. Pickles last night. I watched the episode where the sheriff, this girl comes in town and she got these big old titties. She got this small waist. She real cute. She come in town and she all on the sheriff. She all on the sheriff. She want the sheriff bad. So Mr. Bojangles, that's the black guy in the show. Mr. Bojangles is peeping her. He like, nah, something off with her. And she like, and the sheriff is real doofy and you know what I mean? Thank you. Thanks, Eloise. She said, I love your readings. And Mr. Bojangles is on to her and she was going to kiss the sheriff and she said, and then she was reaching for his keys. And Mr. Bojangles said, Sheriff, Sheriff, you know, da, da. And he said, what? And she said, let's get out of here. She had them big titties in his face. And he said, okay. And Mr. Bojangles was like, I gotta watch them because she tried to take the sheriff's keys. She's on this, she's up to something. So Mr. Bojangles was like, you know, I'm gonna go to my friend Blade. He gonna tell me who she is because he knows about computers and stuff like that. So he goes to Blade. Blade is like in a wheelchair. His face is all, and he like talk like from a robot. And he always say fish, fish. He always offering you a fish, and he pull a fish out, and he's like, I know this cartoon is crazy. I know. I love Mr. Pickles. And Blade found the girl mad quick. He was like, tell me what she look like. He was typing or whatever. And he said, she got big titties. She light skin. She got a fat ass, big lips, brown hair. He's like, her name is Gabrielle Gabaduli. He pulled her up mad quick. 11:11 on the clock. He pulled her up mad quick. And it was like, she's the mob boss daughter. Something, something, something. Her father was in jail. Yeah, so she was trying to get close to the sheriff to get her father out of prison. So they found out. Yeah. So they was on her ass. And they figured it out and everything, and they had to get her, and then the father came, and Mr. Pickles killed everybody. Gotta love Mr. Pickles. Show is awesome. Show is awesome. Especially if you watch it like after you smoke, you be like dying laughing. Cause this shit is wild. They did the episode about the PDFs. Cause some of this shit they be saying it's a cartoon, but some of this shit they be saying they be knowing what's going on in the world. They put it in a cartoon form, but they know what's going on in the world. They know what's going on in the world. Yeah, with the PDFs, he was going after little boys. I like the one where they show they wanted to give Tommy a cartoon. He had this rich TV executive come at him for his idea about a cartoon. So the rich executive, she had an assistant, and the way she was talking to that assistant, like he was a dog. She said, "Stand up, heel, sit, bark like a dog, turn around." Blah. That's how people be treating their assistants. I said, "Yeah, I don't do that to Pierre." But they showing you in as a cartoon, like that's how they really be treating their assistants. Some of these famous people. Yeah, she said, "Sit, bark like a dog, turn, heel, sit." The way she was talking to him, and she had him on like a leash. Yeah, they showing you real life. You don't do that. You don't treat people like that because they're your assistant. That's not nice. Well, she said, I binge watching Tales from the Crypt after I saw you watching. Oh, Tales from the Crypt is so good. They have it on Prime. I have a random question. If you sleep with someone and feel sad or down after a couple days, what does that mean? That means you don't sleep with them no more, Ray. Come on, Ray. You answered your own question, Ray. You don't sleep with them no more, Ray. You shouldn't sleep with somebody and be sad and down after you sleep with them. What type of sad pussy is that? No. You gotta pay attention to your body. No. Mm-mm. So what damn, so if you married then what you gonna be? Is depressed? Every time you lay with your wife, your husband, you gonna be sad? You don't want no pussy like that. Yeah, you supposed to be happy, energized, feeling good after you lay with somebody. Yeah, not that. Yeah. You said, I know I never felt this way with him before. Nah, nah. Pay attention to how people make your body feel. I'm not talking about while they hitting it, because that could feel good for anybody. It's sex. You're a human being. That's what the body is designed to do. Not that. Because it feels good when we lay down. Yeah, of course it will. I'm talking about after. Before and after, babe. That's like I'm gonna massage your feet and you gonna tell me you surprised it feel good. Of course it's gonna feel good to most people. That's part about the body is programmed to enjoy that. When you feeling good, you'll be smiling. Yeah. I feel like this keep replaying the same episode. Yeah. Pay attention to how people make you feel. He took your essence in more than one way. Leave that man alone. Right. And that's your body reacting. Your body not feeling them. You said that vampire, right? Well, this is a black show. I never saw this show before. I think is this a Grenadian show? I think this is a Grenadian show. Why is it fucking up like that? He checking her body out. Why is it messing up like that? My aunt called them lost souls. Yeah. Uh-uh. What is this show, y'all? I don't mind living in Seattle. I'm tired of hot weather in Texas. Yeah, they say it rain in Seattle all the time. I can't take all that rain all the time. Like I don't mind rain sometimes, but all that Seattle be getting a lot of rain, like 90% of the time. I can't take that. I love I love TV in other countries. It's so different. Yeah, I'm like, this show look lit. I ain't never heard of it though. Must be a Grenadian show. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna go get ready. Get ready for the day. I want a pina colada. I wonder if they can bring one to the room. Because it's probably still wet outside. I gotta give the sun some time to soak up the wetness. Dutch Scorpio here. Oh, for real? Hello. Always choose yourself first. Stop feeling sorry and making excuses for people that hurt you. You got that right. Yeah, because you'll do that sometimes when you're a kind person. You'll make excuses because you want to think the best in people. You guys think they can bring me a pina colada? You think that you think I should ask them? Katie said yes, definitely. It's gonna be $50. They was robbing me for the fucking Don Julio. I was like, damn, $20 for them to make the drink with Don Julio. Damn, that's $20. That costs damn much fucking. That's just as much as the damn drink. Yeah, $20 for you to make the drink with Don Julio. The guy was telling me, and they have a rum room here. Yeah, I want to do the rum tasting. That's tomorrow. The rum tasting. They got the rum room, and they was telling me that one of the shots in there is $5,000. I'm like, what the fuck? He like, yeah, we've sold two of them. I'm like, $5,000 for a shot? Nah. What y'all think? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Thank you, Kat. That's ridiculous. That's $5,000 you can give to somebody and help somebody. You're gonna spend that on a shot of liquor. People just be doing all types of shit. They be doing all types of shit. Ridiculous. Even if you have money, it's still ridiculous. Come on, $5,000. What type of liquor is that? I don't know. He told me the name of it. I don't remember the damn name. Damn. Never 5K for a shot. 5K, $5,000. Man, you could do a lot with that. I'm gonna give it to somebody for a shot. Not even to get the whole bottle. One shot. What type of liquor is that? That shit must have you lit for a week or some shit. What type of crack is that? I gotta ask him. I'm gonna find a name for y'all. Cause we gotta look that liquor up. But they also very expensive out here. So it may not even be that much in the US. They be trying to get all of this American money. They even told me, because I did something yesterday I didn't even know I could do, but Shay told me you can do a cash advance. I'm like, I've never been at a resort where you can do that. Instead of you going to the ATM, they'll just give you the cash. And then when you check out, they take it off your card, which is cool. Because I usually go to the ATM before I travel. But again, I ain't have no time. Not that I didn't have no time. My mind was all over the place. I just wanted to get the fuck out of the United States. But I usually go and get cash because I like to have cash. I had some cash on me, but yeah, you could do a cash advance. I was like, that's smart. They charge you a 5% fee. That's it. Even if the trip is fun after the shot, it's still not worth 5K. Right. Hey, hey, everything but the bagel. Happy for. Yeah, I thought that was cool though. They about their money out here. They about their money. Well, I wonder if they can give me a pina colada. I pray I'm in a space to travel like you. So blessed. Oh, you will be. Oh, it's almost time for lunch. How did you get into tarot? I just used to watch it a lot. I used to watch it a lot. And one day God was like, yeah, order your cards. And I was scared. I was so scared to order my first deck. I was like, I'm the devil. Because, you have going to Paris, Rome, I'm making sure I have plenty of euro. That's how you do it. Yeah. Always get cash before. Like I said, I had cash. I just like to have more, a lot, because you just never know. It ain't nothing like some cash. But yeah, that's how I got into tarot. You said now get a pina colada with dark rum. I did tarot before and it felt so real. I threw them away. Why? Why you threw them away? Yeah, maybe I'll do a members read. Y'all want a members live today? Maybe I'll do a members live. Y'all want a members live? You said they're too powerful. Yeah, it can get scary. You said yes. Y'all want a members live? Trey, like, yes, please. Trey, like, I just got my membership today. Come on, let me get my money's worth. Let me get my money's worth. You're on vacation. Do you? Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm waiting for the sun to come out. Love the members' lives. Yay, Zay. It's not the cards, it's the person who has the power. That's true. Y'all very, very smart. Good morning, pressure makes diamonds. You guys are very, very smart. Um, put the energy into the cards. Yeah, that's true. You're right about that though. That's true. It's the person. You're right. But yeah, that's how I got into tarot. And then, I had prayed about it. And God was like, yeah, order the deck. And I ordered them. And I remember I was so frustrated because I kept pulling a card for myself and I kept getting the Two of Swords. And I cannot figure out what the universe was trying to say to me at all. I cannot tell you how many times that card, it got to the point where I had a very bad relationship with that card at the beginning of tarot when I started doing it because I hated when it would come out in readings for other people because I remember how it kept coming out for me. But when I found out what it was trying to say to me, I was like, oh, that's why I kept getting that card. Like literally, moon in Libra, that's that card, and that's literally my moon. And it was telling me that I'm not listening to my intuition. I'm not trusting myself. I'm not going within. That's what it was telling me. But I was so mad. I'm like, why do I keep getting this card? And it finally clicked. And now I love that card. Now I know that card so well. That's one of my favorite cards in the deck because it taught me. The Two of Swords is when you don't know what's going on. You're blindfolded. You're holding two swords like this. Can't see anything. So you literally have to go within. That's why the girl on the card is literally doing that. You literally have to go within. It's a powerful card. Two of Swords is a very powerful card. Talks about things going on around you that you don't see or that you're in denial. Talks about what you need to see, your intuition, trusting it. Yeah, that's why I kept getting that card. It was so much around me. And that was it. Kept getting the Two of Swords, Two of Swords, Two of Swords. Angels was like, you got to see this shit. You got to see this shit. This is your calling. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You don't even see it. You got to see this shit. We trying to peep game. Angels was like, we throwing that sword out to you every time. You going to get this shit. And that was it. And now that's one of my favorite cards. Now I understand. That's when I knew it was real too. Cause I'm like, yo, how I'm 78 cards and I keep pulling the same card for myself? Like, what the hell? It was frustrating. Yeah. Same car every day. I'm like, yo, Angel's not playing. They like, you gonna see this shit. And that was it. And I was in the basement and I started recording my videos. I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't even know what I was doing. But I said, we're gonna talk to some people. What's going on here? Let's talk. Let's start doing some readings. And niggas was shook. Like, yo, your shits is real. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, these people crazy. I'm like, they don't know what they talk about. My shit ain't real. I just started this shit. What they talking about? Then people started asking me to do personal readings. I'm like, I just got on here. I'm like, nah, I can't do no personal readings. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing yet. I didn't feel comfortable taking people's money. And I never forget, I waited some months when I felt comfortable because people kept asking me to do personal readings. And when I finally came out, you know how much my price was? $50 when I first started doing readings. $50. Because I didn't feel like, I was an expert. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I'm not an expert, I don't feel like y'all should be paying all this money. So I was like, $50. And then niggas was tearing me up. Niggas was like, oh, $50. What? They was on that shit. Bitch, stay booked. And prices went up, niggas slowed down. Yeah. They was loving them $50 reads. Yeah. But I was still learning and everything like that. The niggas was fucking with me. And I never forget the first sign that really accepted me was Sagittarius. And that's why I fuck with Sagittarians. Sagittarians, they were the first sign I took off with. Yeah, I don't know if that's because that's my rising sign or what. But that was the first community I built up on YouTube was with Saggies. That's why they have a close space in my heart. They were the first sign to accept me. Yeah. That was the first fan base that I built was Sagittarius. Yeah. And I was like, wow. You said I found out I'm a Sagittarius and Mercury. Okay. I remember I had to get you an assistant. Right. Now I read cards, but privately and for close people to me only for now. I'm an intuitive reader. So I'm two of swords about if I should do YouTube or not. Try it out. Yeah, yeah, goddess. That was it. Saggies was number one. Yeah, they were. They're the first one I started getting like a lot of views with. And it's a lot of criticism in the beginning. Like there were times I was like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, because demons would come in. Like I remember one girl, I never forget. She discouraged me when I started because I used to be scared to pull the cards on my own. That was another thing ancestors broke my ass in with. They was like, you got to trust your intuition. You cannot be afraid to pull. Like I would wait for the cards to pop out. I wouldn't like to pull the card myself. I didn't trust myself enough. So, when I would shuffle, sometimes it would take a long time for a card to pop out. And one time this girl was like, "You take too long for the cards to pop out. You shouldn't do this. You need to give up on this," or something like that, discouraging, she said. And that hurt my feelings. You said, "We want you to enjoy your vacation, but I would love a members read." I'm an Aquarius sun, ninth house, Sag with a Scorpio stellium. I was definitely led to you. New sub here. Oh, well, welcome, Star. You're humble, Miss Hawaii. That's why you stay winning. Oh, thank you, everything. You guys are the best. That's where I'm at, waiting for the cards to pop out instead of following my intuition and grabbing one from the deck. Yeah, that's how I was in the beginning. But you guys start trusting yourself and you guys start picking them cards and trusting your intuition. But it takes time. In the beginning, you be like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm talking about, he said he too slow. Oh, why they playing with him like that? Don't do that. I feel bad. They say he too slow for a bartender. Your rising sign is the most important in your placements versus your air sign, I think. You think so? I feel like they're all important. I feel like your rising, I feel like your Mars, your moon, your Venus. I feel like Mercury, they all are different aspects of you. I'm a Sag North Node. Always love your videos. Oh, thanks, Keisha. Yeah, so that's how I got started with tarot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this time with me. I love you guys. I'm gonna just call room service, see if they can give me a pina colada. Hopefully, it ain't all watery. And I'm gonna see y'all later. Spirituality and tarot get a bad rap. There's some quacks out here. Yeah, fuck them. That's why you can't care about what other people think. Because if you got a direct line with God, I don't care what nobody say. Talk about me all you want to. If you have a direct line with God Himself, there's nothing anybody can tell you that about that being wrong. There's nothing. There's nothing. If anybody has a problem with that, that's the demon. Yeah, because there'll be some people who probably like, I know my cousin probably feel that way about me. See, y'all got me talking again. God does know how to get me talking again. You, my cousin, she probably feel that way because she's, oh, holier than thou, Virgin Mary, and she probably see my life and like, why is she getting those things and I'm not? And I'm this and I waited to be a virgin and all this stuff and I'm in a Christian cult. Sometimes they want to compare their life to yours. How about this? What type of heart do you have? You want to compare my blessings to yours and why am I getting more than you? Let's start with your heart. Where is that? Where is that? Where is your heart? Because God blesses you according to your heart. Maybe if you ain't getting the blessings that you see somebody else getting, you need to do a heart check. You can't fool God. You can fool other people. You can fool your family members. You can fool co-workers, lovers. You can fool everybody. You can't fool God. God knows your heart. He knows your thoughts. He knows what type of person you are. And if you harboring unforgiveness, you harboring jealousy, spiteful, evil feelings towards people, God's not going to bless you. So maybe that's why this person is getting something over you because they have a better heart than yours. You better do a heart check. And that's for a lot of y'all that's out there. If you feel like certain things are blocked or blessings not coming in, that's right, God. It's yeah, you trying to figure out what type of blessings are coming, why blessings not coming in. Why do I have blockages? You need to do a heart check. What's in my heart? You got racism in your heart and you think God's supposed to bless you. You know you feel the type of way about black people. Come on. Don't work like that. You out here using women and hurting them and acting like everything is that like that's okay. And you think God's supposed to bless you. God call it how I see it. Have faith in yourself. Yep. And that's okay. We have to, it's not okay to be like that, but you have to you have to accept the parts of you that aren't right and work on it. You said, what do you do wrong? You have to look within ourselves. Yeah. Malicious intent comes right back on you. That's true. That's right, Deluxe. Got to get that soul right. Yeah. That's why you see some people, they always have bad things happening to them. They can need to do a heart check. I'm not saying bad things are not going to happen. It's life. You have good in life and you have bad in life. That's the circle of life. But if you see somebody, you always got bad things happening. You see some people, hey, King Corso, they always got something bad happening every time you talk to them. They need to do a heart check. And some of y'all, you look at your life and you see, why does this keep happening to me? You need to do a heart check. You keep dating a certain type of man, you need to do a heart check. And I don't even mean that, you know, that don't mean that it's anything that you're doing bad. It's just checking your own heart within. There's many different ways to do that. Why do I keep dating these toxic men? Well, you got to do a heart check. What's going on? What's in your heart? You keep dating toxic men, but you going after men based off of money. Let's talk about it. You know, men have feelings too. A lot of women do that. They want to date off, they want men for their money. And then you say, I keep getting toxic men. Well, your intentions are toxic. You want a man for money. You want to take trips and you want a man that's going to buy you stuff and spend money on you that you can use. Your intentions are off. Why would God bless you with a good man? For you to take advantage of him? No, a good man doesn't deserve a gold digger. A good man deserves a good woman, a woman that wants him for who he is, not what he has. That's a good woman. You get what I'm saying? I'm just giving you an example. Same thing with men. Why I keep meeting these hoes? Well, do a heart check. What are the type of women you're attracting? Are you just going after women that have a certain body? You just dating women based off of their looks? Well, that's why. God is not going to give you a God's not going to give you a good gorgeous woman when you just want a woman based off how they look. No, you're going to get a gorgeous demon. Have fun. You don't deserve a wholesome spiritual gorgeous woman. You want women based off how they look. A spiritual woman has more than that. God's not going to give you that. He going to give you a pretty demon. Have fun. There's big titties. Got to do a heart check. You're dating women based off how they look. And you're getting mad that you're getting nothing but demons. It's the truth. You said, where we going next? Shit, got to take a shower. I want pina colada. I have finally found peace. I love life. I want to be a good example to my kids. I'm not perfect, but I am present. And that's all that matters, Nin. None of us are perfect. Hey, Barb. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. You hear me? And that's not the goal. The goal is to not be perfect. You know what I mean? The goal is to just be the best version of yourself. I'm about to go explore with Gata more, leaving to Miami Sunday. Ooh, nice. Have fun, girlfriend. I'm just trying to figure this ish out. I know. Hey, Carla. FIFA in Miami gonna make traffic diabolical. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the sun to come out here and then we can go out on the beach. But I love you guys. I had a good time with y'all. I had a Caesar salad last night. It was banging. I might have to get that for lunch. Yeah, it was a Caesar salad, and then I got the chicken club again. Yeah. Well, I had fun with you guys. I love you. And we will see you guys later. Maybe we'll do a members live. Yeah. Thanks, Goddess. I love you too, Bird Girl. Thank you guys for hanging out. You guys are the best. You guys be, you guys be spitting gems too. We be, I like our lives because it's private, it's more intimate. And I feel like we be spitting gems to each other. You know what I mean? Y'all be spitting gems. I be spitting gems. It's just a spitting gems interaction when we do our lives. And I love that. And we both learn a lot on both ends. We're both enlightened. So that's what I love. I love that. It's honest and real. That's right, Bird Girl. You said, let's get it. Right. Keep each other elevated. Yep. That's how we do it. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to see y'all later. Y'all enjoy y'all day. And y'all pray I get my pina colada. We fill that cup up. Yes, we do, Goddess. Thank you guys. I love y'all. Thanks, Manifest. Thanks, Goddess. I'll see y'all later. All right.